Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
For Jacksonville.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 43 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook, and I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And less than a yard.
They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
The line of the
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
A big play there. 98 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the second longest in NFL history.
Ahman Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who was running the ball, for that distance, give them some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
He's brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On play action, Cousins rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
For the Vikings.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
2 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
They go play action with McDonald. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
McDonald. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, McDonald got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Number 31.
A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Vikings nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's McDonald. He finds Smith out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing is McDonald. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Here's McDonald to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Off play action. McDonald will buy some time right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. went. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Cousins again, setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
To Dalvin Cook.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 20, 10, 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and goal to go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Everett picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
23 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
On 1st down, McDonald eluding the pressure right. Well, throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
Oh, ball down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Anthony Everett picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they often go right into a blitzing situation.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Third down.
On third down, McDonald flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Cousins on first down. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Jaguars 21, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. Eifert has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He's going to win
16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he hadn't made all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown. But boy, he's playing really well.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And then here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down. Here's Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. This is caught. Ball to get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. The defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw to Jefferson on the slant.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the 40-yard
now Cousins. Flush to his right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Jefferson.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game without their shot at picking off a pass.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running back.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
24-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the